Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The bold and the beautiful spoilers are in for Thursday, October 23, 2025. In the next episode, fans can expect Electra Forrester, Lania Grace, to have an epiphany about Will Spencer, Crew Morrow, and Luma Nozawa, Lisa Yamada. Meanwhile, Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Budig, counsels Deacon Sharp, Shankanen. Let's start off with Electra, who will come to a realization about Will and Luna. Although they are committed, Luna is already getting Will down to the prison because of the baby. Electra knows that Will needed to go as something could have been wrong. However, she could also realize that as long as Luna is pregnant, she will leverage over Will. Dake Sharp, Harrison Cohn, offered to be a listening ear, so Electra could open up to the Forrester Creations newcomer. The young lady could go over everything that happened with Luna, as well as with Remy Price, Christian Weissman. Dake asked Remy to be honest about why he didn't want his name mentioned at the fashion house. Remy stayed vague, and Electra will open up about it at some point. Dake could help Electra think about what life with Will is going to be like with the baby. Maybe Dake will suggest that on some level, Will might have really wanted Luna. The bold and the beautiful spoilers for Thursday, October 23 reveal that Deacon will continue seeing Taylor. The two have a counseling dynamic, but things are a bit awkward. Even though Sheila Carter Sharp, Kimberlyn Brown, wants her husband back, she's hoping that the therapy with Taylor is really as he claims. However, Deacon has some hard decisions to make. He can't keep stringing Sheila along, or it will make a divorce even more painful. It's possible that Deacon will need to either part away from Sheila or reunite. He can't keep them both in the middle though. Deacon's trust has taken a hit with Sheila. While she knew how he would react, trust is a big thing in a marriage. At the same time, it kind of does seem like Deacon is flirting with Taylor. So will Deacon and Sheila reunite? Or could the restaurant owner move on with the psychologist? How will Sheila react if she loses Deacon to Taylor? Thursday's episode of The Bold and the Beautiful is set to deliver an emotional combination of reckoning, reflection, and revelation. The Logan, Forrester, and Spencer clans are once again tangled in emotional chaos. But this time, it's not just about love triangles and power plays. Thursday's episode will lean heavily on heart, healing, and humility, with Electra's unexpected awakening taking center stage, Taylor's calm yet piercing guidance changing lives, and a surprising moment of clarity from young wisdom turning the tables on everyone. As the tension builds between forgiveness and revenge, the episode delivers everything that makes The Bold and the Beautiful such a compelling force. Redemption arcs, confessions that cut deep, and just enough mystery to keep viewers glued to the screen. Electra has been on a turbulent emotional roller coaster since she entered the Forrester orbit. Her introduction as a fiery, ambitious designer with a troubled past quickly gave way to whispers of betrayal, manipulation, and secret alliances. But on Thursday, Electra experiences something fans have been hoping for, a true epiphany. After an intense argument with Ridge over creative direction, one that leaves the design team in shambles, Electra retreats to the Forrester rooftop garden. The camera lingers on her, staring at her reflection in the glass, her expression torn between pride and pain. Her internal monologue, voiced over soft piano notes, reveals the truth. She's been pushing everyone away out of fear. Fear of rejection, fear of being unworthy, fear that her mother's mistakes have defined her future. As she recalls her past, a series of bad choices, broken promises, and the feeling of always being the second choice, Electra begins to see herself clearly. For the first time, she stops blaming others and accepts accountability. The once defensive designer breaks down, whispering through tears, "It's not them, it's me." That moment of clarity is a powerful pivot. Electra decides to do something nobody expects, to apologize. She seeks out Luna first. The two women have been at odds for weeks, battling over design concepts and trust issues. Luna's cautious at first, expecting sarcasm or another confrontation, But Electra disarms her with sincerity. "You don't have to like me," Electra admits softly, "but you deserve respect. And I haven't given you that." Luna, stunned by the honesty, doesn't immediately respond, but her silence speaks volumes. For the first time, there's no venom between them. Just human understanding. By the end of the scene, viewers are left wondering whether this is the start of a new friendship or another strategic play. But for now, Electra's vulnerability feels genuine, and that makes it one of the day's most moving moments. Meanwhile, Taylor Hayes returns to the screen, and not a moment too soon. With emotional turmoil spreading like wildfire across the Forrester family, Taylor steps back into her classic role: the healer, the truth teller, and the voice of reason. Her first scene on Thursday finds her meeting with Steffi at the Cliff House. The mother-daughter reunion begins warmly enough, a shared hug, a few quiet tears, but the tone quickly shifts. Steffi's struggling to reconcile her protective instincts with her guilt over how harshly she's treated Luna and Finn lately. The stress of Bill's ongoing custody drama and the resurgence of old rivalries has left her drained and defensive. Taylor listens quietly, then delivers a monologue that will resonate with fans. "You've spent your whole life being strong, Steffi. But sometimes strength isn't about standing your ground. It's about knowing when to let it go." Taylor's words hit Steffi hard. The emotional weight in Jacqueline McSinn's Wood's performance shines as Steffi finally breaks, admitting that she's terrified of losing control, of losing her marriage, of repeating the same destructive patterns that have haunted the Forresters for decades. Taylor doesn't judge her daughter. Instead, she offers guidance that feels both maternal and professional. "If you want peace, you have to stop fighting ghosts. The past isn't your enemy, Steffi, it's your teacher." Their scene beautifully mirrors Electra's rooftop reflection, tying the episode together thematically. Both women are forced to look inward and accept that healing starts with self-awareness. But Taylor's work isn't done. Later, she's summoned to Spencer Publications for an unplanned conversation with Bill Spencer. Bill's facade of confidence cracks as he vents about Katie, the custody battle, and the way his empire feels like it's crumbling. Taylor doesn't indulge his bravado. She challenges him instead. "You want to be seen as a hero," she says coolly. "But heroes don't measure love in ownership, they measure it in empathy." It's a subtle jab, but one that clearly lands. Bill is momentarily speechless, and for Bill Spencer, that's a rare sight. The two share a surprisingly introspective exchange that leaves the door open for future interactions. Could the writers be testing a new dynamic between Taylor and Bill? It's possible, and fans might not hate it. Their shared history of loss and resilience could make for an intriguing connection. While the adults wrestle with pride and heartbreak, a younger voice cuts through the noise. Little Wisdom, the child everyone underestimated. Wisdom's role has been mostly background until now, appearing in a few heartwarming family scenes. But on Thursday, he unexpectedly becomes the emotional compass of the episode. The setup is simple. While the adults argue in the living room at Forrester, Wisdom overhears Luna and Poppy discussing guilt, mistakes, and what it means to protect someone you love. In a moment both innocent and profound, Wisdom asks, "If you love someone, why would you hide the truth from them?" The room goes silent. Luna freezes. Poppy's eyes fill with tears. It's the kind of simple question that dismantles layers of adult justification. Wisdom's line becomes the theme of the day, the question that echoes in the hearts of multiple characters. Why do people hide truth in the name of love? For Luna, it's about keeping secrets to protect her mother. For Poppy, it's about shielding Luna from shame. For Electra, it's about hiding vulnerability. For Taylor and Steffi, it's about the lies they've told themselves about strength and control. It's poetic irony that the youngest person on the canvas delivers the most profound message. Wisdom's innocence serves as a mirror for everyone's moral contradictions. Later in the episode, Rich repeats Wisdom's words to Brooke during a quiet moment in the design office. Out of the mouths of babes, Ridge sighs. Maybe we all need a little more of that kind of honesty. Brooke agrees, but her expression reveals deeper concern. Could this comment spark a confession about something she's hiding? There's a flicker of guilt in her eyes, hinting that even Brooke has a secret she's not ready to share. As the episode winds down, the family and extended circle gather at the Forrester mansion for what's supposed to be a casual dinner. But in bold and beautiful fashion, casual dinners never stay casual for long. Rich makes a toast about unity, about how families survive storms because they face them together. But his words are layered with subtext. He's not just talking about family, he's talking about forgiveness, truth, and second chances. Taylor, sitting beside him, glances across the table at Steffi, whose mind seems to be elsewhere. Luna sits quietly, her eyes darting toward Electra, unsure whether their fragile truce will hold. Bill's absence from the dinner doesn't go unnoticed, especially by Katie, who worries that his silence is the calm before another storm. Then, as the evening unfolds, the dialogue grows more reflective. The lighting softens, and we get one of those rare ensemble moments where multiple characters share small, quiet insights, overlapping conversations that reveal growth, pain, and hope. Luna tells RJ that she's beginning to understand her mother's choices, even if she doesn't agree with them. Electra mentions that she's been rethinking her definition of success. Steffi admits to Taylor that she wants to make peace with Finn, even if it means apologizing. And then, just as the emotional balance feels restored, wisdom speaks up again. Grown-ups make things so hard. Maybe love is just about saying sorry first. Everyone laughs lightly, but there's a depth to the laughter, because everyone in that room knows he's right. It's a rare moment of harmony in a show defined by chaos, a short-lived calm that fans know will likely shatter in upcoming episodes. But for now, the tone feels healing, almost redemptive. As the final scenes unfold, Taylor steps outside to take a phone call. The camera pans to her face, and her calm expression shifts into quiet concern. We don't hear the full conversation, only fragments. Yes, I remember that patient. That can't be right. You're sure it's connected to the Forresters? The call hints at a new storyline, something psychological, possibly tied to a returning character or a buried family secret. Taylor's face darkens, and as she hangs up, she whispers, "Oh my God. It can't be." Fade out. The episode ends not with shouting, but with suspense, the promise that something long buried in the Forrester past is about to resurface. Thursday's episode is a masterclass in emotional storytelling. The writers cleverly use three characters, Electra, Taylor, and Wisdom, to explore three stages of self-awareness: realization, reconciliation, and innocence. Electra's epiphany represents the adult's first step toward redemption, the painful process of admitting fault. Taylor's counsel embodies the wisdom of experience, guidance grounded in empathy and truth. Wisdom's simplicity reminds everyone of the purity of love untainted by ego or fear. Each storyline intertwines beautifully, creating an emotional thread that connects generations of characters. There are no explosions or betrayals today, just humanity in all its messy, beautiful imperfection. Of course, this is the bold and the beautiful, and peace never lasts for long. The seeds planted on Thursday's episode will almost certainly blossom into chaos soon. Electra's redemption arc might draw sympathy, but also suspicion. Will she stay true to her newfound humility, or use it to manipulate her way back into favor? Taylor's mysterious phone call could introduce a shocking twist involving a hidden patient, a psychological secret, or even a returning villain with ties to the Forresters. Wisdom's line about truth and love will echo in future episodes as characters grapple with whether to confess or conceal key information, especially as Brooke, Luna, and Poppy all hold secrets that could explode. Steffi's struggle with control might lead her back into dangerous territory emotionally, perhaps pushing her toward a major decision about Finn or her role at Forrester Creations. Thursday's episode is the calm before a storm. But it's a meaningful calm, one that reminds fans why this show still resonates after decades. Because beneath all the glamour and scandal, it's still about people trying, and often failing, to love each other the right way. Thanks for watching this video and please subscribe our BOLD and BU2FUL UPDATE YouTube channel for more update news.